Hello, my name is Þórdís, and in this demonstration video I'm going to show you how to set up ExMon Gateway on a server. ExMon is a cloud platform that connects to our on-premise data through a gateway. Through the gateway we are able to configure connections to data sources and execution connections. Here we are on our on-premise server. In this demonstration video, we have a couple of databases on SQL Server that we want to connect to. We will start by logging into ExMon Data Governance and download the ExMon Gateway using the menu. After installation, we log in and select our instance. Then we need to enter the machine name and port. The defaults are going to be okay here in most cases. If you want to connect to a data source within an Active Directory account, you can enter the username and password in the configuration window. After setup, you have the ExMon Gateway interface. First, we will create an execution connection, which allows you to set up execution packages that run on your server. This can, for example, be useful when you want to orchestrate local data flows along with your data quality controls. Next, we will create data provider connections to our local databases. On this server, there is a SQL server with few databases I want to connect to. I'll right-click on Data Provider and select Create a new data provider. Make sure SQL Server is selected. I'll enter in the server name and database name. In this case, we will use Active Directory as authentication. If you have SQL logins, you can enter those details as well. Then select Generate Connection String and save. Then click Test Connection to verify that the details are correct. Then we will create another data provider connection to our Time Extender database. Now I'll switch over to my local machine, which has set up the ExMon development tool. I'll click Reload to ensure I'm up to date. Under Execution Connections and Data Providers, I can see my new connections. Now I'm going to test if we have a live connection to them. I'll open up a data provider and click Prod under Test Connections. I'll also try to query the database itself. Right-click Tests and create a new query. I'm naming it Test Gateway Data Provider here. Then select the data provider in the drop-down and write a simple query and click Execute. In a few seconds, you should see results. Then I'll try my other data provider. I made an error in the query as you see below. Fixing it and re-executing it. Now I'm confident that my data providers are working. Lastly, we will test the execution connection we created. Execution connections allows us to execute data flows on-premise. ExMon has integrations with popular tools. In our demonstration, we are going to create a simple command line package that pings localhost. I'll make sure the execution connection is selected and write ping localhost and save. Then click Run in the toolbar. Ensure development is selected and confirm. Then we will wait for it to run. Here we can see the output from the ping command which ran successfully. Now we have set up the ExMon Gateway with live connections to local databases and an execution connection.